Our guest this hour, Frank Addington Jr., archery trick shooter. First segment, he was out shooting here at the Broadcast Plaza and Teleport, all of it behind the back. And now we move into our final segment with Frank. And the real Greg Burgess, the birthday boy, is out there with the wireless mic. Helmsy taking pictures for the website at rickandbubba.com. And Frank now will shoot things that will be tossed in the air, Greg?
Yeah, we're going to throw some stuff up for you. We couldn't come here and kind of lowball it. We're going to give you all we got.
Well, understood. I mean, I didn't want you to hold back in any way, shape, or form.
He was just warming up. Now he's finna show off.
All right, so now things will be tossed in the air. He's still shooting behind the back.
Look at Coker. He's in the line of fire.
I'm telling you what.
Coker, shouldn't you have a helmet on or something?
Yeah, and here he goes up in the air. Oh my goodness!
He floated that one up. Nailed it.
How about he?
Frank, can you shoot with it not being behind your back? Can you shoot just normal? I mean, I hate to.
Just regular shoot, or do you always shoot behind your back? I figured he could. He said that's no problem.
But you know how you get locked in something? You're like, I don't know if I can go back to. All right.
What? Oh, he said he could do a Karate Kid day in his skinny earlier years.
But under the leg.
Oh, my goodness.
How many we got there, Frank? 6 arrows, 1 shot.
6 arrows, a balloon
behind the back.
floating in the air, balloon behind the back.
Nothing but net.
6 arrows. Oh, my goodness. They're just arrows falling everywhere.
Not one arrow hit Coker.
I tell you, Frank has got quite an arrow budget.
I bet he does. I mean, does he just lay awake thinking the things he could shoot with the arrow?
And Frank, tell us what kind of bow you're using. Exactly. What brand and?
Yeah, Greg's left. There's I don't know where he went.
Greg.
Greg's walked.
Hey, Greg.
Greg's walked off into some area.
Greg.
Over here, and I don't even know why.
This broadcasting thing still giving Greg a
question, sir.
Okay.
What type of bow do you use? Tell us.
I'm on the pro staff for Hoyt, and basically this is the Formula RX. It's a bow that was developed for the Olympic shooters, and had the American Indians had these, we'd all still be in Europe somewhere.
Yeah, it's a long bow.
Recurve. It's machined aluminum, and these limbs are out of this world. You've got cross-weave carbon foam, pretty high-tech stuff. Just like golf and every other sport, archery, the materials going into this stuff now is unbelievable. The arrows are aluminum carbon composite.
The recurve's come
That's
a long
impressive,
way.
yeah.
Well, it really has. All right, so what are we doing next?
Frank, all right. This is up in the air.
Here we go. He's behind the back again, a little higher up in the air, shoots a balloon as it floats up. And
Helms, you going to challenge him? Helms challenges everybody. I think you can do it.
Yeah, Helms, I know you think you're better to everybody at everything. Do you think you can outshoot Frank?
Balloon's getting smaller, still floating in there.
Oh, smaller balloon.
Nailed it. Nothing but net.
I think my favorite is Greg's commentary.
Yes.
Small balloon in the air.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Smaller balloon.
Smaller, tiny balloon in
Nothing
the air.
but net.
Oh, that's
Ripped it a new one.
All right,
Getting smaller.
this is even a tiny. I mean, this balloon is.
This is barely softball size.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness!
my
What in the world was
goodness.
that, Coker?
He felt it wasn't safe.
Okay, all right, let's go. You almost shot Coker.
Ooh,
It's
too close to
floating
Coker.
over toward Frank, and we don't want that.
Yeah.
There
Oh
it is.
wow!
Bam.
That's
Greg-
a bam bam.
Greg, did he hit that one?
Yeah.
Oh, even tinier. So now we've just gone to just.
Oh.
So not only
all
does
that in
Frank have to be pretty good with a bow, he's got to have a machine
Look
to
how
blow
little
up
this one is,
balloons.
guys.
Look
how
how
little this
is
one
Coker holding that one? Okay.
Well, look how little it is.
It is. That's tiny.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
It's up. Yahtzee.
Wow! Yahtzee.
Got it.
Good shooting, Frank.
Hey, Frank, that's outstanding. Well done.
Hey, what do you think, fellas? Instead of doing one baby aspirin, I was the first archer to do a baby aspirin in midair with a bow.
Yeah.
And then in 94, became the first archer to do it behind the back. Today, for you guys, I'm going to attempt to do 3 baby aspirin, 3 arrows, out of midair behind the back. See if we can do that.
Frank, come on now. You're getting crazy.
3 baby aspirin, 3 arrows.
Hey, you're getting crazy. We're going
They
to
say
throw
you've
up.
lost your mind.
We're going to throw up 3 baby aspirin. Greg, and he's going to shoot it with
And
3.
I will confirm them. I'll be the official confirmer.
Bubba, look at Coker's trying to
Coker,
find
how
the
you learn
baby
to
aspirin.
throw all that up? Right.
Bubba, he can't even see a baby aspirin.
He
How's
really trusts Frank.
How's he going to shoot baby aspirin with arrows? Look, here he goes. They're throwing it up. Did he get it? All right.
Yep. That's crazy.
How about this?
That's crazy.
Look at those.
Now,
baby
how can you tell? Is it busted?
Did you not see it?
Well, I could,
If I would have missed,
You know-
it would have fallen straight down. Did you see the peel go sideways?
well, it was a little hard to see it take off. I mean, it happened a little quick.
I got it right here in my hand. I was here to confirm it.
Bubba,
Yes.
Bubba, they just threw 3 baby
That's
aspirin.
baby aspirin,
And he
yeah.
shot 3 different arrows, and they all hit the
Your
different
audience
baby.
saw it. They're
Baby aspirin.
Did y'all see it?
At one
Look
time.
at the audience here. They're freaking out.
Not only are they good for your heart, they're good to shoot at.
I mean, my goodness.
You know, I know you guys run a politically correct show, and the book that you run your show by says you can do all things, right, brother?
Amen. No question about
Amen.
that. You know what? I mean, what we've seen. I mean, that would take a miracle for me to ever be able to do that. I mean, baby aspirin. You
Baby
realize how tiny baby, and behind the back.
I know. I saw it.
Keep in mind, you got this right here. You know what I mean?
So Frank, that's amazing. I mean,
That's
I'm
amazing.
Now, Frank, what you said with this right? What did you just say?
What's that?
You told Greg something. You said with this right
I said
here.
that's with this right here. A lot of times, you know, when you have a child that's born with a handicap, the parents kind of cuddle that kid and they kind of take special care, and the handicap becomes the focus. What I touched my chest for was to tell you, take the eyes off the chest and look for the eyes. Every child, whether they're in a wheelchair or they're mentally challenged or whatever, there's a talent that they can contribute to society. I would love to have played football with my eyesight and my hand-eye coordination. I mean, it would have been awesome, but I wasn't able. So I do what I can, and that's what the whole moral of the story is. All of us have a gift. You just got to find your gift. You guys have the gift of gab. This guy's got the gift. All of us have a gift. You
we
just
don't
gotta
we don't know
contribute.
what
Yeah, you
Greg's
said
gift
Greg's
Yeah.
got the
What's
gift.
Greg's gift?
Sure.
We don't know
Frank
what-
said I have a gift. Just leave it at that.
Okay.
Your ability to remember obscure names on
you
TV
go.
shows.
Now, Frank, you said that you started. Were you already interested in hunting and the outdoors, and that's what drew you to start reading up on Frank, on Fred Bear and all that stuff?
Well, my mother and father in West Virginia were both bow hunters. My mother shot
Okay.
her first deer with a bow, with a recurve bow in 1970, a button buck running at about 32 yards. She's since taken 18 black bear with a bow. Ted Nugent shot a bear out of her tree stand a couple years ago. Mom is a hardcore bow hunter. They hunted with Michael Waddell and
Oh yeah.
those guys a couple years ago, and my parents were avid outdoors people. They were archery. They went in the archery business in the 70s, so I grew up eating, breathing, and sleeping in the outdoors, archery, hunting, stuff like that.
So immediately when the doctors told you had the issues with physically to not be able to do sports, you immediately started saying there's something I can do, and you started experimenting with the bow. But your parents also, that had always been around you.
Well, yeah, and when I go into the Bronx and do this show and I talk to kids, and some of them are from broken homes and drug-addicted backgrounds, I realize they don't have the benefit of having a family background like I do. What I try to do is take a little Gene Autry or Roy Rogers there and be a little bit of a positive influence on them and give them the seed. And it was cool watching kids line up in the Bronx for 2 hours to try archery after we did a show. And, I was lucky. I know that. Having parents like that, being around Fred Bear, Earl Hoyt, Tom Jennings, Ted Nugent, Chuck Adams, those
Robin
guys.
Hood.
Robin Hood. Now, hey, let me ask you this, Frank, and people have called in. Obviously, we can't do it here because we're using a backdrop. It's not something you can stick something in. Can you shoot the famous arrow through an arrow deal?
Arrow through an arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
that's-
figured so.
That's no problem.
Yeah, I mean that's nothing compared to a baby aspirin, but I'm just that's such a classic that I'm sure everybody
The
loves.
old
to see.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, everybody
See,
loves. to
my dad had a retail shop when I was a kid, and I would go out into the backyard, and customers would come out there. He had a target set up, and they would start shooting. He would sell them some stuff, and they go out in the back, and they're trying it. Well, the little plastic nocks on the end of the arrow cost $0.25 each. And I figured out if I could hit their arrows and knock those knocks off, they'd have to buy another knock off my dad. And I was doing that, and a real tightwad busted me. There was this guy that come in, and he didn't want to buy more knocks, and he went in and told my dad he'd never come back. And Dad said, "Why?" And he said, "Because your kid's busting all my arrows." But I used to, as a 12-year-old kid, I was a brat. I was shooting that guy's arrows, making my dad money.
Just a good business plan's all that is.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and what an honor to see somebody who clearly has a gift from God using it to glorify Him and to show people who He is through the gifts that He gave you. It's just incredible. And we thank you for that very much.
Thank you, Frank.
Hey, guys.